Nima is the biggest of the over 400 Zongo communities dotted across the country. It is less than 30 minutes drive from the Kotoka International Airport, the central business district of Accra and the Parliament of Ghana, but just a few minutes walk to the Flagstaff House. The community hosts not only locals but many migrant groups from other parts of Africa, particularly the West Africa sub-region. Just like many other slums in the city, one just needs to take a walk through the community to see how heavily it is populated and their way of life. The phenomenon of gambling and football betting in Nima is fun for the youth here. There are at least 3 betting companies in the community. Sanitation indeed is a life-threatening situation. Trenches within the nooks and crannies of Nima are filled with mostly human waste and filthy water. But that is not all of Nima's sanitation woes. Another common feature is the poor drainage system with very few filthy toilets and bathrooms that operate daily, since many residents do not have such places of convenience in their homes. It is along these filthy trenches that children find their playground due to the congestion that has since seen the population grow astronomically.
Even though we are doing our best, it's our own people who are creating these problems. You see, you wake up in the morning, you make all your house this in waste, then you dump it in the drain. So how can we cope?
Access to potable water in Nima has proven to be a case of chance, if not impossible. But education is not as big an issue as previously. In fact, according to teachers of some basic schools in the area, some parents are doing very well to ensure their wards get the best of education, even though some are unable to further the education after junior high.
Where the problem is after GSS. Sometimes when the children finish with the GSS, the continuation is a problem. A lot of them say it's a money problem and that kind of thing. So we see them hovering around in corners and at bases and those things. So sometimes it's not their fault that they are walking about, but maybe it's the good care is not there.
The chief of the Zongo community, Hassan Fuseni, is however hopeful the situation will get better if city authorities collaborate with community leaders to educate and punish the lawless ones.
Nima is Nima, and we are the Nimanians. We should change our attitude. We should change our attitude. We should also help others to help us to change our environment. We should help to call investors to come and give us a facelift so that Nima will have a different face.
The impoverished conditions in Nima present an opportunity for cyber fraudsters in the area who use their illegally earned money as a bait to put girls as young as 13 years in the family way. Rabia Haruna and Jessica Safo are both pupils who live in Nima, and they tell the news team more.
The parents of these girls do not have the money for their education, so they have to sell what they have to get what they want. The parents don't take care of the kids. So maybe in the night they go out with maybe peer friends, like boyfriends, yes, in a negative manner, like the opposite sex. So they intend out experimenting with their body. That turns out to get them pregnant. And with that, they only lose their virginity. That's the pride of we the ladies.
Jessica also says the Ministry of Gender, Children and Social Protection can do more to help young girls.
Gender and social protection should educate the females on all of these. And also the schools, like people should be going around, the women organizations, they should be going around telling their kids, telling their girls on what to do. Like maybe they should protect themselves, how to use a condom and all that. Yes, I think that one we can help.
The chief of the Zongo community believes the creation of job avenues and reconstruction of the community will better enhance the living standards of the people in the area.
They have to break some side and rebuild it for us. You get me? So we also have these big houses in Nima. You get me? They have investors who will come here. For example, this line, they can block all these houses in this line so that they relocate us in again, but not to break it and send us somewhere. No, we, those having here, we should come back to that place. Okay, even there can be about 4 or 5 stories with this. Okay, say, okay, you being the landlord, the first, second, and third one, or fourth, third, is for you. We are also going to take the third and fifth, because as well we can what? We can cover our expenses. So if that is being done in Nima, and that will be good for us.
Community members are, however, calling on the government to improve the living conditions in the area, since how they address challenges in Nima could become the reference point for addressing similar challenges in other Zongo communities in particular and other deprived communities in general. But being a walking distance from the Flagstaff House, perhaps there may be a grand plan in the works for Nima. Ridwan Karim Dini Osman, Joy News, Accra.